Okay, friends. So in the morning, I explained the pure method. So today in this session, in this afternoon class, I will start. I will teach you the impure method. Okay. So what are the impure methods? I will explain to you. So let me share the screen first. Right now, I think you people are able to see the desktop screen of my laptop. Are you able to see this?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So these are impure methods. Impure methods. So what this is basically this is just opposite of pure methods. Okay. So a method a method is considered impure if what these conditions are satisfied. It does change the original state of an object. Next one, every time it is called, it does not return the same it does not return the same value when the same argument are given. So basically, as you are seeing this, basically these are just opposite of pure method. In the pure method, what was there? It was when you were passing the same argument, then each and every time it was giving the same return, that means same result. But in the case of impure, every time it is called, it does not return the same value when the same argument are given. That means when you give the same arguments, the every time you will get the different result. Okay. Next one, the first one is it does not change the original state of an sorry, it does change. I'm sorry, it does change the original state of an object. So you people are able to see this. This is just opposite of pure object, pure method. Is it clear? Next one, it may or may not return, may or may not have return keyword. Okay, so this is up to you that you want to write the return keyword. That means if you want, that is it is up to you that the methods which methods you are going to write, that method are returning something or not. This is up to you. You can return or you cannot return. You can write the method of returning type, or you can write the method of non-returning type. Okay, so let me write the program for you, then you can understand. Just see here, in the morning I made this program. So as I said to you that if I take a variable like here, uh, if I take a variable int a comma b, so in the class level I made a two variable of integer type a and b. Okay, are you getting what I'm saying? Are you getting?
Yes.
Okay. So next one, I will move to the main method, and let me erase everything. So do you know that I'm not initializing these values a and b. So if a values is not initialized in Java, so which values it will be taken? Which values it will be taken? Can anybody tell? Which values it will be taken? Can anyone can tell the answer? I told you the answer in the previous classes. Can anybody tell the answer? Please, if you can tell, then tell me, otherwise not a big deal. Can you tell the answer? Should I take your names? You should give the answer. If you do not know, you just say, I don't know. Why I should be say the name every day? You know the answer? Do you know?
Don't know, sir.
So,
No.
so students, as I informed to you that if you do not initialize a variable, then it will take the default values. And in the chapter of data types, I informed to you the integer having default value 0, the float is having default value 0.0. Do you remember this thing? Do you remember the default values? As I was explaining when I was, you can check it from your book page number 41. Byte is having 0, short is having 0, int is having 0, long is having 0 L, and float is having 0.0 F, double is having 0.0 D. Okay, so and boolean is having false. So these all are the default values. Do you know these things? I explained to you. This is not a new thing. Okay? Is it okay right now?
Yes.
Okay. So that means if I'm not initializing any values to A and B, and I want to print the values of A, then what output I will get? What output I will get? Please tell me. What output I will get? It's not good. Students, it's not good if you're not giving the answer. Just immediate I tell you. Just 1 minute back I tell you. What answer you get? How you people will study? What I said anything about default? I said anything about default values? I said or not? Students, I said or not?
Said.
So,
Yes, sir, said.
so tell me, Saurav, if I'm going to print system.out.println A, then what is the answer? Which value?
0.
0. This is the answer. Why you are not giving the answer? I cannot understand every time. So let me write the object of Pramod Kumar OBJ equal to new Pramod Kumar, this one, and this object is created. Let me write if that is something for printing. So system.out.println, and you are writing here like a value of A before calling the add method. So what will be the value of A? If I will print A, then what will be the value of A? Also, one more thing, you cannot directly, that means before calling the value of this variable A, what is the value of A? What will be the value of A? Can anybody tell? Can anybody tell, beta? Can anybody tell? Is it, this will print 0, na? A will print 0.
Yes. Value of before calling the add method 0 equal to 0.
But you are forgetting one thing. This A is a non-static method. You just see here. non-static variable, and you are printing this by a static method. So is this be right? That means this will give the output.
No, syntax.
No.
I think this will give an error.
Error. Yes.
Okay, so I can call it by the object. I can call it by the object. I can call it like obj dot a. I can write this one by this way. Can I write this one? Just you can compile it. Just compile. Missing return statement. Okay, this is another thing. Wait. RETURN return. Okay. Computer missing return type. Public int. Okay, let me write here return 0. Class compiled, no syntax error. You just say here, and if you are going to run this one, this is not completed. I am just showing one by one. You get 0 here. Okay. If you are calling it by if you are calling it by object, but if you call if you are writing a, then you are just seeing non-static variable. It cannot be referenced from a static context. Is it clear? I think if you have seen my videos, if you have taken my class, then all the concept is clearing day by day. And after watching this error, you can understand why this is coming. Everyone are understanding why this error is coming? Saurabh, Shreya, Lakshmi.
Yes, sir.
Shreya can understand. Shreya, why this is coming? Shreya, why this error is coming?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, your voice is not clear.
No, I am asking why this error is coming.
Non-static variable
Cannot be referenced from a static context.
because A is
Tell. Who can tell the answer? Divya, you can tell?
sir. After A, you had written that.
No. Divya?
Yes, sir.
Can you give the answer? Why this error is coming?
Because context is static and variable is non-static.
Very nice. So how I can call this? I can call it by object, obj.a. Right now this will not give any error because this a is the part of object and you are calling this variable by obj.a. Is it correct?
Yes.
Right now it gives answer 0. Okay. Next one. I think you are understanding. Right now I am going to call this add method obj dot add because it is returning. So that's why I will take here int c equal to this. Int c equal to this, and after that I need to pass because it is taking the integer type value. So I need to pass. Suppose I am passing 1200 in this. You know this is actual parameter. This yellow 1200 is actual parameter, and this int b is in formal parameter. Do you know this thing? I need answer immediate. Devya, just give the answer. Do not irritate me. Do you know? Shreya?
No, sir.
Okay, you don't know. Shreya, you know? Shreya?
Yes, sir.
This is actual parameter, do you know? Do you know this is actual parameter?
Sir. Yes.
And this is formal parameter. I explained many times. This is formal parameter. The values at the time of calling, which value you pass, that is called actual parameter. and where you define the method that are called formal parameter. Okay. So next one, I will going to write here system dot out dot print ln
Dot out println.
println, and I'm writing here return value from the add method, which value you are getting, C. Okay. And then after that, system dot out dot println, again value after calling the add method, value of a after calling the add method, value of a after calling the add method, plus you will write here a, sorry, you cannot write directly a, so obj dot a. Next one, again you just call int, suppose you have written int d equal to obj dot add, again you call this add method, and right now you pass 1200, because this concept is saying every time if you pass the same argument, same actual parameter, then it will give the different result. So that's the same thing I want to show you. Let me write, then I will explain everything as I explained in the morning. Same way I will explain. So value, okay, let me write return value from the add method, and D is returned right now. Next, system dot out dot println, and I'm writing here value of a after after calling the add method plus obj dot a. Okay, so let me write some expression over here, and suppose if I am getting a, if I am getting a, that means, sorry, b I declared, so b I getting b, and I multiply b multiply 10, return b multiply 10. So let me show you one by one. Here I made an object. Next, are you listening this time? Because I'm
Yes.
just I'm going to clear your concept one by one. That's why your seriousness and your consciousness, that all are very important. So promote, I made an object, and that object name is obj. Next time I'm going to print system.out.println value of a before calling the add method. So what is the value of a? You know, the right now the first time value is of a is 0, because you didn't initialize any value to a. Is it correct? Is it correct? Okay. So in this time you are calling this add method and passing 1200. This 1200 will goes to here. This 1200 will goes to here, and it is multiplied by 10. So it will be 12,000. It will be 12,000, and it is returned to C. So if I will go print to C, then what happened? I will get the answer 12,000. Again, system.out.print value of A after calling the method. So again, I am going to print this A. I am going to print this A. So one more thing. I'm not basically, let me do one more thing. A equal to B multiplied 10, sorry, B multiplied 10, and what it is, and return A. Okay, terminator, where it is terminating, return A, return A. So you can understand B multiply 10. So 1200 multiply 10, this is 12,000 and it stores to A. So if it first time it will return A, and that means after calling this one, you get here, you will get 12,000, and again if you are going to print, then it will A becomes 12,000 because this 1200 multiplied 10 becomes 12,000 and it will give 12,000. Again, if you are passing 1200 again, so it will goes to here, and this will multiply 1200 multiplied 10, again it will be 12,000. It will store to D. So it will print the 12,000, and here obj.a, what it right now it will be again how much it will be, how much it will be, 12,000. You just see the answer. Class compiled, no syntax error. If the output will be in front of you, then you can understand it better. Let me small this screen. Okay, see. Every time you are getting the same output, student, this A value remains same, na? So let me make some expression. So by that expression, this value will change every time. Okay? Because the impure method definition, what are the impure method definition? Impure method definition is the values must be changed every time. This is the definition. Is this the definition? You are not responding. What is the definition, beta? What is the definition? If anyone is listening, then please respond me.
The value must be changed in
So if I will add A plus B, just see the answer again. Without explaining, nobody will move from here. Okay, just see here. One more answer should be here. Let me increase the size. Value after this is merge. Just watch from here. Value before calling the add method 0. Next return value after add method 1200. Value after calling the add method 1200. Return value after add method 2400. Value after calling the add method 2400. So you are seeing this every time the value of A is changing. First time the value of A is 0. The next time the value of A is 400. Are you able to see this? Are you able to see this?
Sir, how we got 2400?
Let me show you. Do not worry. I will clear every concept, but you must stay here. If you will not stay here, then how I can clear to you? Okay, just here. First time object is created, then value of A before calling the add method. So what will be the printout? 0, because first time the value of A is 0. Is it clear? Is it clear or not?
Yes.
Okay, next time.
Yes, clear.
Okay, next time you are calling this add method. So add method you are passing 1200, that means actual parameter is 1200, and this 1200 will goes to B. Is it right? B? It goes to B. Just respond
Yes.
me. So you are adding A plus B. You are adding A plus B,
A plus B.
and storing to A. That means what is the initial position of A? That means what was the value of A? In the starting?
0.
Zero, absolutely right. I'm very happy to listen this. So 0 was the first value, then it will be add to 1200. So what the value of A will become right now? 1200 plus 0.
1200.
Good, good,
Yes.
good, good, very good. So return A. So that means it is returning A. So here, how much value C will hold right now?
1200.
Very good, very good. I'm very happy. Shreya, you're Shreya?
Yes.
Okay, just again return value from the add method plus C. That's why it is returning where? 1200. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Next time watch. Next time again you concentrate on this. System.out.println value of A after calling the add method. So obj.a, what value is currently of A? Can anybody tell? Shreya can tell. What value of A currently? Just tell fast, tell fast. I do not have time. I have another class. What value of A right now? Right now, what value is of A?
1200.
Very good, because A becomes 1200. So that's why again it is
Yes.
printing. Again it is printing 1200. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good, good, Shreya, good. You are going in a positive direction. Next one, we are calling again obj.add and we are passing here 1200. Then it goes to B and A plus B. What is the value of A right now? What is the value of A? It is not 0. What is the value of A?
1200.
1200. Very good. And what is the value of B you are passing here? What value you are passing?
1200.
1200.
Very good. So 1200 plus 1200. How much value of
24.
2400.
So 24 goes to A. 24 goes to A. And it return A. That means D becomes how many? What is the value of D will right now?
2400.
2400.
2400, absolutely right. This is KBC context. So 2400 is the value. So that's why the value of D is 2400. Just watch here. Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay. So right now, what is the value of A? Shreya? What value becomes
2400.
2400? Very good. Next come to here. Obj.a. Then when I will call this A, then what is the value of A will print 2400. Just see here 2400. I think
Yes.
every girl's, every boy's concept is clear right now.
Yes, sir. Yes.
How was the class, girls? How was the
Yes.
class? How was the class?
Nice.
Are you happy? Are you happy with the way? Are you people are happy with me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, girls. So one more thing I want to explain. What thing I wanted to explain? I forget. What was there? What was? Right. I remember. Okay. I was just telling. A method is considered impure. It does change the original state of an object. Is it changing the original state or not? Because the value are changing or not? The value of A is changing. The value of A is changing every time or not?
Changing.
Changing. So can the first condition is satisfied?
Yes. Yes.
Second, every time it is called, it does not return the same value when the same argument are given. You are passing the same argument 1200, but the returning value are not same. Every time the return value are different. Are you satisfied?
Yes.
First time 1200, first time 1200, second time 2400, and the next value. It may or may not have return keyword. So it is up to you that you are applying the return method or not. This is up to you. Do not go in deeply with that. Okay. So Shreya, other girls, how was the class is going on? This is Grijesh Shonkar is also joined. Grijesh, Are you fine?
Yes.
Yes, I'm talking with Grijesh Shankar. Okay, I think he is not present. His phone is present, but he is not physically present. I can understand. So, students, you should also comment something if my videos is good, so that I will move ahead in the positive direction, and I will make some very good videos for you. Okay? And students, when you are watching the videos, if you face any problem, then you can write the comment in the comment box. I will reply it immediate. Without hesitation, you can write the comment. Okay, girls and boys?
Okay, sir.
Yes.
And okay, so thank you, students. After half an hour, I will share this video. And if any doubts you are again facing, then you can watch the video. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.